Wow, look at that. I've never made a po' boy before, you guys, and I think these came out decent. Anyway, closing up the sandwich, and I will see you guys right about.
Cheers.
We were drinking. We were drinking, and it was like a hot ass mess, you guys. How did we meet?
He asked me to be his girlfriend right after we came back from a sex shop.
So I'm pouring about a cup of water, warm water, dry instant yeast, and sugar to get it to ferment. Mix it up, mix it up. You don't have to mix it up. I just like to mix it up to make sure it gets incorporated. And then I let that sit for, I let it sit until it starts to puff up. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it puffs up. And then I'm adding some vegetable shortening, my dough hook, and I'm starting to mix that. And then I have my flour on a paper plate so that I can pour it in a little bit more easily than if I had like, you know, a big glass bowl or whatever. Turning up the speed. Pop that flour in there a little bit at a time. You don't have to do this either. It's just a habit of mine where I add flour in slowly at a time. One, so that the flour doesn't fly up in my face, and two, so that it kind of incorporates as it mixes. Then I add my salt. I add my salt in at the very end so it doesn't disrupt the process of fermenting the yeast and the sugar and water. And so I do this for about I do it for about 10 minutes. I knead it on medium for about 10 minutes. And so I stop it and I take it out of the bowl so that I can form it into a ball, and then I spray it with olive oil, any kind of oil you have on hand. Just grease your bowl with whatever oil you have. Here's a little close up. Me playing with my ball because why not? And then I cover it with plastic, and I am going to let it sit out for until it doubles in size. And it doubled in size, as you guys can see. And it doubled rather quickly. It took about an hour because it's hot here in Arizona. So it took no time. I'm going to cut it in half fairly evenly, spread it out and roll it. I don't know. I fold it on each other and then roll it. And then I kind of roll it to the shape of a loaf. And always, every single time, I always have one side that's fatter than the other. So I spend like half my time trying to get it even. So finally got it even, transfer it over to a sheet tray with parchment paper. Doing the same process. Ooh, that one came out nice. Put a damp towel over it so that it can rise for a second time. And then I'm starting, whoa, we just went right into that. So right now I'm going to be making my remoulade. I'm starting off with 2 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to mince that. And the reason why I start with the cloves of garlic first and not the parsley, which you'll see, is because it turns your board green, and I don't want my board to be green or to be chopping on a green board. I love to mince my garlic by hand, but if you have a utensil to mince that for you, you go right ahead. It's a tedious process for me, but I don't know. I love mincing garlic by hand. I'm a weirdo like that. And I hate when it sticks to my hand. I hate when garlic sticks to my hand, but I still like to do it. And I try to use the back of my knife most of the time to move whatever I have on my cutting board so I can, not dole my knife out as much. And here I'm cutting my tomatoes. As you can see, I can't see on the other side, so I'm taking way more of the pit than I want to, but that's okay. You don't have to take out the middle, but I suggest doing it because it will be less watery. And at this point in time, like, I'm distracted cutting these tomatoes, so you'll notice that I left the sticker on it. Don't mind that. Take the sticker off. But I heard that they're edible, so I mean, take it off, don't take it off. Don't think you'll die. Then I'm taking some parsley. Gonna ball it up into a little ball to make it easier to control. And I'm just gonna mince that. Chop that very finely. What do y'all think about me doing a voiceover? I don't know. I felt like doing a voiceover, you guys, because come on, let's talk through this. Let me know what you guys think below. Voiceover, no voiceover. I'm gonna put some music over this too. I'm always have anxiety adding music because I always mess it up for some odd reason. All right, cleaning my board off. What's next? All right, let's put it together. This is gonna be a cup of mayo, and that was a fourth a cup of ketchup, and I was gonna do a half a cup, but a fourth a cup turned out to be just perfect. Tablespoon of mustard, and then here goes the spices, you guys. So for my spices, Tabasco too. Oh, and I put a lot, and it was spicy, you guys. It was so good. A little Worcestershire, just, however much. I like Worcestershire. That was Old Bay, chili powder, cayenne pepper, paprika, and a little bit of lemon, half of a lemon. And then sprinkle of pepper. I'm gonna add in my tomatoes and garlic. A little bit of my parsley. I'm not gonna add all of it because I like parsley, but not like that, not too much. Then I zoom you guys in so you guys see the little mixing process. Mixy. Yeah, you whip that, girl. Whip it up. Taste it. Always taste test. And then my bread is done proofing. As you can see, one of the sides got smushed in because my son was playing in the kitchen and he shouldn't be, and then knocked into one of my pieces of bread. But it turned out to be fine. As you guys can see, look at how golden brown and delicious. This bread came out perfectly. It was nice and crusty on the outside and soft on the inside, which was exactly the way I wanted it. All right, and here I'm just cutting my lettuce. I didn't really need to show you guys this, but I wanted to show you guys every aspect of what I did for this recipe. So I'm just prepping my lettuce for my sandwich, and that is pretty much all I'm doing on this sandwich is lettuce and tomato and remoulade. And do a very fine I don't want to say dice. Cut this very thinly. Cut your lettuce very thinly. Or not, but I like it thin. It looks more appealing that way as well. Now I'm just cutting my tomato. My knife needs to be sharpened, so you see me struggle through this cut. I get it together though. But very thin slices on tomato. I used to not like tomato until I realized all I needed to do was a little bit thinner of slices, and when I dice it, I take out the middle so that it's not so watery. And now I love tomatoes. Now we're about to make the dredge for the shrimp. Chili powder, Old Bay, or Cajun seasoning, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Old Bay, cayenne, and paprika, and a little bit of salt. Mix it. And so I move this around a little bit to try to get an angle where you guys can see me making this, but I'm doing 2 eggs today, my normal frying procedure, and some milk with Tabasco. Mix, 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 mix. You definitely want to mix pretty good on this part so that your eggs are nice and incorporated with the milk. So I put it in the dry first, wet, and then dry again. And that's the whole procedure I'm going to be doing for all of these. So then I add a whole bunch to the dry and just tap off the excess flour. Then I move you guys so you guys can see a little bit better. Not that you couldn't see, I thought it was a pretty good angle. So dry, tap, and then I will be back to put them into the wet. All right, now I am frying them up, you guys. All right, so at this point I got my fryer up at 350. I end up adjusting it throughout the video so that the shrimp doesn't brown too quickly. Like I said before, I suck at frying temps. I don't know what it is, I just can't get it together. But these took about 3 to 4 minutes to cook completely and be browned. So now I am ready to pull them, and this is my favorite part. Anytime I pick up something out of the fryer and I see it's all golden brown and delicious, I get all kinds of excited. You guys see that? I cannot wait. Salt it up. Put it on your draining paper, whatever you're using. Ooh, look at that, you guys. All right, and now let's put this sandwich together. I went ahead and cut one of my loaves in half and toasted both of them. I suggest toasting. I suggest you toast your bread, of course. And I did this remoulade a day in advance. So I let that remoulade sit overnight, and oh my gosh. Anytime you let something like a sauce that you've made like this with multiple ingredients, letting it sit overnight just marinates the flavor, especially, and that goes for a lot of things. Like if you were to make a casserole the day before, it's always better the day after. So I'm piling that lettuce on. Y'all know I like my lettuce. I like my lettuce, my cabbage, anything that's crunchy. Putting my Toms on there. Then realized I didn't want that ugly Tom, so I traded it out for a presentation, of course. Do it for the gram. And so I fried these shrimps with the tail on for a reason, so that I can maintain as much as flavor. They say that having the tail on, keeping the tail on, makes it not dry out as quickly. So I kept the tail on, and then I just pop the tail off as soon as I start building the sandwich. But if you guys want to save yourself some time, just pop the tail off before you start your dredging process. Wow, look at that. I've never made a po' boy before, you guys, and I think these came out decent. Anyway, closing up the sandwich, and I will see you guys right about now.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have my special guest here, Chris. You guys have not seen him in a long time. I know it's been forever, and a lot of you guys want me to make something for him and have him try it, so we both agreed to do po' boys today. But yeah, we're gonna get into this because I just made them and I'm trying to not have them cool down too much.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's get our drinks.
Oh wait, hold on. Before we start, I want to pour first the sweet tea. You know, my favorite sweet tea, you guys. It's half water over here. Well, yours isn't.
Oh, up. Yes.
And this is my Milo's tea. You know, this is really the only tea that I drink. It's just my favorite tea. Like, they do it right. They do it right, y'all. And then just quick and brief, you guys saw everything that I put in here. These are some French fries we just fried up and put Cajun seasoning on. And yeah, let's do it. You ready?
Cheers.
Really good.
The homemade bread makes a big difference.
I didn't get a shrimp.
I know my first one was mainly bread.
Try to scoop this shrimp up here.
Next one's a shrimp.
The remoulade is really good.
Let's put a little extra on there. Some homemade remoulade.
Yeah.
That's so good. A couple of these fries. I eat way too fast, so I need to pace myself right now because I could easily finish that in like 2 minutes. Let's bomb it with the remoulade.
And it's spicy. The remoulade is spicy.
Have you ever told them about our glass collection?
No. I mean, I guess I don't just like bring up, hey guys, I got a glass collection. But I feel like a lot of people do that though. Just kind of like collect glasses. If any of you guys ever, okay, if you're like one of my younger audiences, obviously don't do this. But when we go out to restaurants, he makes it a point to snag the glass if it's cool enough to add to our glass collection.
Well, Oh, here it comes.
I'm dropping like everything on the floor. The fries with that, so good. Give me my shrimp.
So good.
I'm not getting it everywhere. So the reason why I did actually I wanted to do my own bread just because, but the reason why I did my own bread is because I wanted to control the like how soft it was. But yeah, okay, let me eat a little bit more and then I'll chit chat. I'll ask you some questions. I think I should have asked you guys to ask me some questions because I don't think I've ever really introduced him as in like a boyfriend tag or like how we met, how we know each other. Oh, this remoulade's everything. Mmm.
So good. I think we need to do another crab boil soon.
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
Make our rounds to Costco.
Leave a comment down below if you guys want to see us do another seafood boil. Because we did the first one on my birthday. And then we did another one, but it was like a failed one because, oh, my hair's getting my nerves. It was like a failed one because we were drinking. We were drinking and it was like a hot ass mess, you guys.
Horrible footage.
Oh, it was horrible. The food was good. I did stuff this sandwich. You guys know I like my lettuce. Wait. More remoulade. We're making a mess over here. Is it a mess? No, it's not that messy.
I should have grabbed another shrimp. Show them the shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back.
Mmm.
Hand battered. You can have it if you'd like.
You should have got some more remoulade too. Tore that junk up. Why am I holding it like that? I don't know. Right here. The mic's right here.
So satisfying.
I don't know why I don't do that more often, like pour it while I... So anyway, I guess I can give you guys a little background on Chris since I've never done that. But I'll ask him.
Boy.
I'll ask you while I finish my sandwich. How did we meet?
Instagram. I was in Arizona. You're in Seattle. Slid in the comments, slid in the DMs. Sort of thing. 6 years later, here we are.
Here we are. Okay, but who said something first?
You. In my comment. I was in Telluride at the time, or no, maybe not the time, but you commented on a picture while I was at a picture of me at Telluride.
Yeah.
Asked me where I live.
I don't know why I asked you where you live. Like that was the first.
Probably in hopes it was Washington, but
No, that was it actually because I saw the scenery and I was like, ooh, he might be in Washington. Ooh.
flew out there a couple times after we talked for a while. And then moved out there. And then we moved out here.
Yeah, so basically, like, within a month, he flew out because we were talking pretty much like every day. And then you're getting full.
Yeah. I keep going for the people.
See, they know me though. They know I'm a weenie and I cannot finish. I'm always so full. Anyhow, my hair is making me so upset. Okay, I'm gonna let that one go. But yeah, so we were talking pretty much like every day. We're like FaceTiming, and this is when Instagram really wasn't that popping.
I don't think there's videos yet.
There wasn't videos yet. There were like videos, and people barely knew what like sliding in the DMs were. I think
There wasn't even a DM system, I don't think, at that time.
there wasn't. I don't
This is
think
like
so.
Original Instagram. I don't think there was comments.
There was comments, obviously. There wasn't DMs, I don't think, but
Definitely wasn't videos.
definitely wasn't videos. I remember doing my first video actually after we had met, when I was like, oh my gosh, I should play a little snippet of that. Oh my gosh, it was so nerdy.
Put it in the video.
I'm gonna put it in the video. Oh, I have to hold it down. I feel smart. This is amazing. When I first found out they did videos, but yeah, so we were talking for like a good month, every single day, FaceTiming, falling asleep on FaceTime, and then he came to see me, went back, and then but then he asked me to be his girlfriend.
Oh my goodness.
He asked me to be his girlfriend right after we came back from a sex shop.
In Washington?
Yes.
I remember that.
You remember
I
that?
remember that.
Oh my gosh. And he lied to me about his age, y'all.
That's for like a day.
No, not even for a day. I feel like a good month went by until I knew, because I was 21. I was 21, and he said that he was 20, but he was really 19. Which I guess isn't bad, but
Such a dumb thing to do.
it was just like, oh man. Here, trash can's like right here. Boom, how convenient. Through all this crap.
You gotta finish your sandwich.
I don't really want to finish my sandwich, you guys. I'm
You
so
gotta
full.
finish
You guys know though, like if I'm cooking, ooh, and I got a fan right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm hogging the fan. You guys already know that when I'm cooking, like I get full so fast. Somebody actually pointed that out. Like they were like, "I'm surprised that you're even able to eat anything after you're done." Well, I am gonna close it out right here. I feel like that was fast. I feel like we got in there and got out. We're just like done. Anyway, if you guys want to see more of Chris, let me know down in the comments below.
Drop the CL emoji.
You want a couple more cameos from this guy, let me know. And if you do, drop me some questions to ask. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to know. I'm supposed to be starting keto on the channel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, drop the red CL emoji if you want to see me in more videos.
The red
you'll
C-
find the red
That's a good
CL
one.
and my initials.
Okay, so if you guys are still here,
If you made it this far.
if you guys made it this far, drop the CL emoji.
It's a square one that's red.
Yeah, I know which one
Yeah,
you're talking about, but
yeah.
I'm trying to explain how you would get to it.
They'll find it if they want.
Okay, if you guys want to see more of him, drop the CL emoji. But if you guys are still here, leave me some shrimp emojis down below, you guys. Thank you guys for eating with us. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so, so much.